2025, this very start of it, I declared the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette to be my official, unofficial pan that palette for that year. Well, I ended up taking almost a year-long hiatus, and I brought it back for 2026, and I kind of wanted to do a very quick update for y'all, so let's get into it. So like I mentioned, I had originally planned for this palette to be used in 2025, hit my goals on it, but I just was not in a makeup mood like at all in almost the entire year, so I pushed it for this year, and I am counting the previous use and this year's use as my totals for my goals. My first main goal is to make sure that this palette gets used. Every single shade gets touched, meaning I no pan left behind. Then for my official, unofficial pan that palette goals is not to hit pan on any shade. Now if it happens organically, then it does, but I want to use each shade 10 times, and I feel like that kind of makes up for not using this palette for at least like 3 or 4 years at this point. As you can see on the palette, we have markings, so I have dots, I have X's, I have names, and then I have a whole other guide here. Now this guide is just because I needed more space than, you know, marking up around each pan. It can get pretty tight and limited space there. But what I have here is basically the same thing here. If I use the shadow here, I mark it here, and I mark it here. I know it's a little redundant, but it's just easier for me because I can glance here or I can glance up here. Talk about the shadows that I've hit my goal on, and then talk about the rest of the shadows. Out of the 35 shadows in this palette, I have hit my goal on 7 shades already, which I think is actually pretty well for only being about 4 months into the year. The first shadow is called In Light, which is a very light gold shade. I did use this 10 times. I did mark it off as an X. Now that doesn't mean that I can't use these shadows again and again. I just won't be marking it. But I want to make sure that I touch every shade at least 10 times before I double dip into some of these. But I mainly use In Light and the next shadow right here called Beam, which is they're about the same shade basically. In that one I did hit my 10 use goal on it. Silk Cream is the next one that I hit my 10 use goal on, which is this one and the next one I will talk about in a minute are like the 2 main ones that I use for transition shades. And then MFEO is the other transition shade I mentioned, and I also hit my 10 use goal on that one. Basically those two I either used always together because they're pretty similar in shade, but you know, I pick one or the other, or I use both just to get a use. The next shade here is called Creamsicle, which is interesting that I hit my 10 use goal off of that one because it's like a mustard yellow, and I tend to lean towards a lot of the red brown tones in here. But that one is fun. I really enjoy that one. It's a beautiful, unique color in my collection, I feel. Next color is called Jada that I hit my 10 use goal on. This one is a very pretty, like, turquoise sort of shade. Very, like, this one, I mean, it's called Pool Party, but I feel like these two are very, like, oceany, pool party-esque sort of watercolor. This one was fun. I used this one a lot with basically these 4 shades. I don't know, for some reason I really love the way that those all look together. The last one is the black one here called Abyss. I hit my 10 use goal on that one. Funny enough, I don't know how I managed to hit 10 uses on a black shade when I rarely use black shadow. But hey, we're learning more about myself. So the rest of the shades that I have still yet to use is this one called Faint, which I have used 4 times thus far. A lot of these I have some less goals than others because I have a hard time like using them. I don't know why I don't gravitate towards them, but I need to buckle up. I really do. Sissy has 3 uses on it. A Little Lady has 3 uses. Then I go down here. Butter has 5 uses. Pooter has 6 uses. Pukey has 5. Hunts has 5 as well. Firework has 3. Queen has 3. Obsessed has 6. SBN has 5. Hilster has 3. Roxanne has 6. Jax has 6. Buns has 6 as well. And Crayonintheboxx here has 3. Royalty has 5. Twerk has 4. Hustle has 5. Meeks has 2. 24/7 has 5. Chip has 7. And our last roll, Pool Party, has 6. Diva has 6. Enchanted has 7. Central Park has 6. There is a mark here showing 7, but I added an extra mark the other night and it's only 6, so that one I messed up, but I know in my head. And then Soda Pop, finally, we have 6 uses. Overall, for the majority of them, they are nearing almost the 10 use mark, which I'm pretty proud. Of course, a lot of the other ones that have like 3, 2, 4 uses, they're not ones I really gravitate towards or use. I need to buckle up like I mentioned, and I will, but that's just a quick little update. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know if you liked it. Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to chat with you there, and as always, have an awesome rest of your day and your week. And I'm saying, see you in my next video. Bye-bye, guys.